What is the dark side of porn industry and its actors? If you're looking at porn from countries where it is outlawed, especially third world, there is a good chance you're watching human trafficking. Always thought this with live cam sites too. Don't judge me. A lot of those girls from the poorer countries almost seem robotic. They never look happy and almost always are glancing off camera before they say or do something. Venezuela and Colombia rooms seem like one big racket. The men don't really get hard even with 4 beautiful girls on them. Noticed that in the Colombian rooms for sure. The guys take so many pills to make their dicks less sensitive that they need even more pills just to get hard. Their dicks don't work properly anymore and they barely enjoy the sex. What pills do they take to make it less sensitive? Asking for a friend. Common side effect of certain SSRIs. I'm back on Celexa after years of not taking it and it takes forever to come. This is weird as hell. Been on Lexapro for a year and a half. Evening sex. I have no chance of coming. First thing in the morning I can barely last 5 minutes. SSRIs are weird. Kinda feel bad for the young girls who start soon. I was a fucking idiot when I was 18. They're mostly tricked into the business and exploited the hell out of. Some of those 18-year-olds, they've been at it longer than they've been 18. So you mean to say underage girls? No. Some girls are barely legal 18-year-olds into their mid-20s. And it is much better this way. So I hope this is true in most cases. It's called ebony, I believe. Lots of weird, random drug adjacent death in an atmosphere of gangsterism and zero support. Amber Rain comes to mind. She was found dead sometime after accusing James Dean of rape. August American English has killed herself because of Twitter hate because she said she didn't want to ref a gay actor. Brandon Irons died a couple of years back. No explanation there. Shyla Styles. Same thing. It is an extremely difficult job. Very taxing on the body and the mind, and there is a fake, very little support for their mental health or addiction. And this is just the USA. These Eastern European productions seem to tread a razor-thin line between brutal sex trafficking and entertainment, and that style has influenced American productions, which have become more and more physically extreme. Gianna Michaels went Euro for a while, came back. Seems different, and I don't merely mean physically. Faye Reagan was in seemingly normal productions, but she seems to have fallen into addiction, unfortunately. It bothers me because these people do a lot for people who can't have pleasure otherwise. I mean, they are like entertainers and healthcare workers at once. Drugs. Coercion into sex acts not agreed upon initially. Discrimination against people who've done certain types of shoots. Many of the people you see doing hardcore weren't necessarily ready for it. But the financial incentive along with drug use and lots of pressure leads them to agree. Some of those looks on their faces aren't acting. It's the combination of what am I doing here? I hate this. I hate you. We pretend all adult performers are confident, excited for their job, and unashamed, but the abuse, coercion, and manipulation is still rampant. Even some of the most famous have been abused. I'd say nearly all. Very short shelf life. Porn thrives on fresh faces. Actors, and especially actresses, are washed up by 25, with no other skills, since they spent their time making porn. Damn shame. 2. I watch a lot of BBW, and could probably name over 40 actresses, most being inactive. But most of my favorites disappear after a few years, presumably because they don't want porn to define them. But many continue going. But they'll have like 3 years, if being constantly active, and then just vanish. The few petite actresses I like also disappear, but not as often. Fucking Angela White isn't going anywhere. Not that I'm complaining. I wouldn't presume it was their choice to disappear at all. Too yesterday's news. Too old. Too addicted. Too infected. Too messed up. Too whatever. I'm guessing the choice to stop making porn is often made for them. Most gay and lesbian porn is with straight people. In Louis Theroux's documentary on porn, it was referred to as gay foreplay. I remember seeing an article on Cracked a few years ago where Lily Kate talked about that. They don't really love each other. How dare you suggest such a thing? I'm sorry. Lots of meth. Or so my ex told me. Drugs. F drugs. If you say so. I used to do amateur videos and writing and got seriously harassed because I refused gay sex all the time. Like I been offered $1,500 to be butt fed by a old man. Told him no. He and his friend threatened to expose me and claimed that I was a bottom and I enjoyed rape play, so I would get raped. Stupid F got a visit from the police and told if he contacted me or harassed me, he's going to jail. He made a fake account and accused me of having sex with farm animals. So I had enough of it all and killed the page and cut off all my fans. I saw a YouTube video of a former porn star claiming that grown adult men go into teenage parties and prey on 17-year-old girls, saying when they turn 18 they will make them rich and famous via porn. It's pretty gross honestly and should be considered as a form of child grooming. Isn't it pretty much all dark side? She's not actually stuck. A lot of them are unwilling participants. Tragic. Virtually all porn sites are controlled by a single company. Which company? Lowest life expectancy of any profession. Suicide is rampant. Many girls insides hurt. A police officer told me that every sick and disgusting act you see in porn is also done on a child in child porn videos. Their insides hurt. Are they just getting really bruised or actual internal trauma? Internal trauma. I don't watch porn. After finding many are trafficked or forced into acts but never saw anything that would be leading to internal trauma. Is that some sort of fetish porn, or have I just not watched enough? I have worked in the sex industry for over 12 years. Porn is brutal, and I would never do it. The stuff that happens to women on camera is not fun. These women are endurance athletes. The anal obsession is fucked up, and doing a lot of harm to a lot of people. Lol. Serious bodily harm. I never understand the anal obsession. Like I won't let someone to put something in my rear, and I won't put my pee inside someone's rear, because it looks painful. With lube and patience it's actually quite fun. But the way they hammer it in porn is awful. What's the light side? Drugs, violence, rape, coercion, abuse, STDs, sex trafficking, fraud, harassment, discrimination, money laundering, copyright trolling. You name an injustice, the porn industry is involved in it. Hell, they thrive on it. That's where the real money is. All done in the service of making money by getting people addicting to their content, causing adverse mental and physical ailments. Porn is to America and Europe today what opium was to China 100 years ago. It's not really her first anal or her first gangbang. Not her stepbrother either. What are you doing? Fellow actor, that's not my stepbrother. Imitate wild ignorant guess and say drug addiction, suicides, and AIDS, other STDs of course. So, apparently, they are all half related for some reason. Johnny Sins actually has a full head of hair. There's no proof those lemons were even real. They all have herpes. They are all strung out on drugs. The guys use an injection straight into the pee, called Cavaject, to stay hard all the time. The San Fernando Valley is like a mecca for young women from broken homes looking to make it in porn. But the average career is 18 months and many only do one shoot. If you want, do case studies of people who are psychologically broken. Go to a porn shoot. Enjoy your jerk fest. Those vids are 5 vs 1. They be clutching. There's a not dark side. The porn industry has some brutal working conditions. High risk of STDs and other health concerns. And also the risk of a good bit of people getting depressed due to feeling their body isn't sexy enough. I get a bit depressed when my favorite /B cup girls decide to get work done